Can you hear me?
What's going on, everybody? Uh, Thank you. Welcome for coming to the show. My name's Shawn. I'm the big homie from SJS Exotics. I'm joined here by my co-host, Big Mike from Morph Ave. Good evening, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Shawn? How's it going?
It's freaking pretty good now that I'm not on whatever they put in that gas to put me out when I got my surgery done the other day.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, things are so much clearer. So we got a good show tonight, man. We will be bringing on Jay from Green Line Morphs. If you guys don't know who Jay is, don't know how you don't, but he's been really big in a lot of things lately, and we're going to talk about some of that tonight. Um, Mike, how about you go ahead and take care of the bills, sir, so we can get that all squared away, and then we'll get into these comments and bring Jay on.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We appreciate Chris Eaton, a Fat Man sponsorship over there on the Fat Man Nation channel over there on YouTube. He has a Patreon. He's going to be also with the CRBE there in Canada on September 13th and 14th. He's going to be up there with Sammy from Bull Pythons. He's going to be up there with Jay from Green Line Morphs, I believe. He's going to be up there with Sarah and Rich at H&J Serpents and Patrick, um, Patrick there. And then also we have Joe Fisherman Photography. Jay, he's here located here in Michigan. He does mainly reptile photography, pet photography, and he
You
does
do some
prints and stuff
banging
like that.
spider photography too.
Yeah, and all those prints that are available, you can just contact him on Instagram at J underscore fisherman underscore photography. And he has a list of what all he has for sale. He also has homemade picture frames too. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Be awesome. So let's go ahead and get into these comments real quick. Let's see who's here tonight. Who do we got here tonight, Carol? Go to our first one for the
I
chat.
almost didn't. Hey,
What's
cat.
that?
That almost
Yeah,
didn't make it.
wait.
My computer's not
All
working
right,
right. And
Marcus and Tiffany from Damballa. Cat. She's going to Gettysburg too with Sammy. What's up,
oh yeah.
Mark from Rat Bastard?
Hey, Mark. We
Dinky.
appreciate you coming in. Yeah,
Good
Alan and
Dwarf.
Tiffany. They won the $100 giveaway from me on the Blue Zombie Morse channel.
Nice. Hey, I want a T-shirt from Sammy.
Yep.
Cat. Yep. All right. Who else we got? Oh, Mitzi. What's up, Mitzi? Welcome. Thank you for coming to the show.
Hey, Mitzi.
Yep. Yep. She's just doing her shout outs there. We got a lot of people on the show tonight. We got Sammy. Thank you for coming, Sammy. Appreciate you, big guy.
Hey, what's up, Sammy? Thank you.
Shauna. We love when Shauna comes on. It's always a good show.
Yeah, thank you, Shauna, for coming on. Yeah, I also meant to mention that Chris is one of the co-founders of the Deeds Not Words campaign there at Camp Freedom. So him and Jay,
All
those
right.
guys.
So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just bring Jay up onto the stage here and welcome, Jay. Thank you for
What's up,
coming on
guys?
the show. Please introduce yourself to everybody who might not know who you are or what you're about, sir.
I'm Jay from Green Line Morphs. I am also one of the founders of Operation Deeds Not Words, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the intro.
Short and sweet.
Yep,
That's how we
right,
like it, Jay.
right to the point.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, cool. Well, it means a lot more maybe to a lot of us than when you're working it every day. But what you're doing with that deeds not words is pretty freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's kind of just growing now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It,
And
it started off as an idea, and now it's there. I mean, that's what it embodies what deeds not words means. Just
yep.
go ahead and do it. Stop talking about it. So I had the idea and linked up with Chris, and it just grew, and it's still going to grow.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Because you guys are getting ready to do that again next year. I'm sure
Yeah,
you're already pre-planning for all that
yeah. I'm
stuff, right?
running. I'm running stuff in the background right now, getting things ready. Chris is still involved, but he's in his 15 minutes of lame mode.
Oh yeah.
It's that season for that. So
That's a grind in itself, right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a busy dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. So let's see. You're in the military and then
Yeah,
you
I
did
was.
some civilian contract work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were. And then so with all that said, what made you get into the reptile game?
Well, I was into reptiles since I was a kid. Got my
Right?
first lizard when I was like 7. um, I had some reptiles while I was in the military, but it wasn't a good idea because I deployed a lot. So I
Had a
was
ball
breeding
python in
retics.
the barracks.
No, I had retics at the time. Um, but with being deployed a lot, you really are limited to what you could do. So I
Yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
stepped away from it for 15, almost 20 years, and then got back into it and chose ball pythons because retics is a lot. Well,
Yeah.
at the time, I had at one point I had 24 retics, and that's a lot
Oh, wow.
for two
Were you,
guys because I had a partner.
were you in the barracks at the time?
Well, no, not in the. I think in the barracks I had 3 at most,
Wow. That's wild, man. I had a
but
ball
then
python. I was
but then the
sweating.
operation moved into housing because it just got bigger and bigger. The guy that I linked up with, he was involved with it too, so it was easier to just do it in his basement.
Yeah, for
Pretty
sure.
cool.
So once deployments kicked in, then we all had to step away from it. So I sold
Yeah.
off, he sold off, and we went to work. That's what we
How
signed
long
up
did
for.
you step
So
away for before you decided to come
probably
back?
almost 20 years.
Yeah.
I once I got out of that whole industry, um, I didn't, I waited like probably 8 years before I got back into it. So I guess like 5 years ago, I picked up my first females. Picked up a few from Steve Casino, Steve Morphs. I bred them last season. This season, a few of them are still in rotation.
Yeah. So what are you actually working this season? What do you
A lot of clown stuff, desert ghost stuff, clown desert ghost, obviously. um, I work on cryptic. I have a few a mirror line cryptics. Um, I have a lot of recessive stuff. Mostly what I work is recessive. I mean, I have recessive stuff that other stuff, recessive that I want to work into clown desert ghosts and clown by itself, like ultramel and exantic and stuff like that. I have a lot of leopard. I'm just drawn to leopard, so a lot of leopard stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have a lot of hypo stuff, so I get it, man. Like I
I
get
have a
it.
few hypo animals.
My buddy always like, man, you got a lot of hypo stuff in your racks. I'm like, I know. Mike, you got any? What? Oh, hold on, wait. We got Mission Morse. Back then, the WC retick was $80. A normal ball python at the store was either 200 or 250. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, about yeah.
Yeah,
I think I picked up like a my first tiger retic for like $200, something like that.
yeah, it wasn't too much back then.
Yeah, like that was like
Try
the
to get a
first year I
clown
did it.
ball python back then at the same time. Holy crap, dude.
I don't even think they existed back then. This has got to be like early 2000.
Oh, okay, okay,
I don't know. I don't even know when clown came on the scene for ball python, but I didn't know anything about ball pythons back then.
right,
I just knew I seen spiders at like the show. That was a fairly new pastel was fairly new. When I was doing so I was into retic, so I wasn't paying attention to what genetics were for ball pythons too much.
Yeah.
right. Is there any reason you switched? Like, is there a? Is,
Retics are a lot of work. I mean, I at some point I'd like to have a few. I don't know that I would breed them. Maybe just keep a few. But that all depends. I don't have the room for it right now. I definitely don't have the time for it. All of
yeah,
my so I work a normal job, so all of my free time is either in the snake room or attending to Green Line Morphs or Operation Deed Not Word stuff.
You're gonna be up there in Canada with Chris and all those guys, right?
No, not in Canada.
No, okay.
So you got Fat Man is going to Canada. Paul from Large Marge is
Large
going to
smart.
Canada.
Yeah.
Sammy's going to Canada. Um, I don't know if Sugar Skull Kevin. Yeah, he is going to
Yeah,
Canada.
Kevin and Richard Sola,
Um,
maybe.
and I'm not sure who else is going to be up there with them,
Okay.
but that's pretty much the convoy I think that Chris is rolling with.
that'll be fun.
Yeah, they'll have fun up there. They had fun last year too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be streaming it, so you could watch it on his YouTube while it's happening,
Yeah, he said
and
him and Kevin's gonna be doing
he'll
the
have
stream, the
he'll
live
have
streaming.
videos. He'll have videos afterwards too. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I
That's
know
like
that
a
feeling.
that's like a second full time job for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Shauna said it. All the names I forgot to say. Proper Royals Adam, Joe and Ash from Fear to Fascination.
Thanks, Shauna.
Thanks, Shauna. Appreciate it.
Always jumping in and catching the things we miss from time to time.
Yeah, normally
So,
I remember everybody, but it's been a day.
Mike, what you got for Jay, man?
I just want to thank you, first of all. Thank you for your service, you and Shawn and John and Mission Morphs and the chat and everybody that served our great country. Um, with the just trying to think of which way I want to go with this. Sorry, Sean, with this headache, everything.
No, you're okay,
Whenever
dude.
you have like a bad day at work, do you feel like the snake kind of like helps you relax when you clean and feed? Like kind of
Um,
help you like relax after like a bad day at
I'm
work?
I'm very like goal oriented, like checkbox, like so the structure behind keeping this all going. I think that's what helps me.
Yep, he's got to
Um,
check the mark,
I'm
and
I'm
then it's all
responsible
good.
for all these lives, just like I was responsible for lives when I was in the military. So
Yep,
I kind of
100%.
it's not the same thing, but it's like the same concept.
Right.
I
Yep.
mean, that's why most veterans get dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love having dogs. I've got two of them myself, but I got all these other animals too.
Yeah, I got one. He's passed out on the couch right now.
Yeah.
How long did
Mine
it
just
take you
before
to?
the show was taking laps around the block, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, sorry. How long did it take you to get the deeds not words rolling? Like how long did you plan for that to get it
So
rolling? How long did it take you?
normally Chris takes a portion of the year and he does a campaign towards veterans. He's done it in the past with Tilva Hala and with the hero bracelets. Matter of fact, I got a hero bracelet right here.
Nice.
I got a couple of them actually. So I talked to him in the past about doing fundraising type stuff for veterans, and um, I don't know. I just had this idea about deeds, not words, and I had like some visual thing. Like, so if I have an idea, I'm going to present somebody. I'm going to have visual things to show you. So I'm just not going to
Yeah,
come at you with like
exactly.
this idea, and you're going to look at me like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" I'm going to have
Yeah,
things to show you. So I already had things like laid out and presented it to him, and we took things out, we added things to it, and for a few weeks, it just kind of kept stacking like that until what it was, and then we just went live with it on the date that we already had prescribed for the launch date. I mean, it's kind of what we're doing now. It's just we kind of have the footwork is already laid, so we know, you know, we still as we go we talk about things like when we make mistakes, like how we improve it, like after action reviews like we do in the military.
yeah.
We still do
What could you
stuff
have
like
done
that.
different?
Yeah. I mean, it's ever evolving, so we're going to run into situations all the time. So there's always going to be, room for improvement and upgrades and things like that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sean. Yeah.
So, you got any? You got anything cooking in the incubator for this new season coming up, or you have yet to
Uh,
start the season yet? Are you
I
still
have
dealing with
I have
it?
some locks still going for later on this season, and those I'm a little bit more excited about than the ones that just dropped now. But I have clown stuff and desert ghost stuff. I just had a clutch just came out of its first shed yesterday. Um, one visual desert ghost, from what I could see, two cinnamons and a pastel, but they're all het for desert ghost and 50% het for cryptic amur and hypo. So the desert ghost one, I'm probably going to get tested because if that shed tests 100% for those two, or even the one, it's still useful to me.
That's a score, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, what got you into the? You said the Amor for cryptic.
Um, I don't know. I seen that there wasn't a lot of them available, and I said, "All right, let me work on something that obviously a lot of people aren't working on." Um, I don't. I mean, I know now, but at the time, I didn't know a lot of people that were working cryptic. So that was another reason why I wanted to. Everybody's working clown, so I wanted to look at something different than what everybody else was working at the same time.
Right. And so, is there? So usually in lines, you have different different variations and whatnot. Was there any
I haven't been
difference with the?
I haven't been working it long enough, but from what I've seen, there's no. I mean, they're all compatible anyway, all the
Okay.
lines. Yeah, but I haven't seen any like significant difference.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't work with it, but I do like how it looks. I'm trying to figure it out myself. It's quite a
Yeah.
one of the confusing genes, but it looks cool though. Definitely like it.
Whenever you're doing the, whenever you're not doing the Deeds Not Words campaign, are you more of like an in-person vendor, like the vendor, or do you like to just rely on like online sales and word of mouth?
No, actually, I do most of my sales at shows. I vend
Okay.
shows. I mean, I haven't been doing it for a very long time. My
Hmm.
first season was last season. I had 5 clutches. I pretty much sold all of those. I think I got like 3 that are left, and those
That's
3,
pretty
if they
good.
end up staying, I mean, they're clown yellow belly. There's like a leopard yellow belly clown. I could use them. They're both females, so I could always
Oh
use them
yeah.
if they don't sell. And the third one that left back is a female desert ghost. I could use her as well.
Yeah, those
And I
should make
think I
sure.
also have a pinstripe that's het desert ghost male. I don't really need him, but I, I'll probably mark him down at the next show and he'll go because he's pretty good looking.
Yeah. How far do you travel to your show? Like you just do local? I know you go to
So I
Gettysburg
do
and
Gettysburg a lot, and that's roughly a 3 hour drive. But I love that show, so I don't really care about the drive.
yeah, that's not too
Um,
Yeah.
bad. I mean, it's a nice
Depending on what's
area.
going on and like who's going, like the last couple times since Chris was going, he had a hotel. Or if Sammy's going, he's got a hotel. I'll usually just wake up Saturday morning and just do the haul.
Hmm.
But the last two times they offered some sleep space in their room. So I just, bunked on the floor. I got like an air mattress and everything.
Can't pass that up.
Yeah, I'm always ready to go for things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to, I could sleep. I've slept in some fucked up places. I could sleep in the car if I had to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
can
Yep,
imagine. Yeah.
100%. Yep.
I've
Especially being
slept
up there
in
with,
the front seat of a Humvee with all my shit on and a helmet. You can fall asleep real easy. Like
yeah.
I was talking about somebody about that a couple days ago. Like the way your body armor is, like the way the neck sleeve is, like you could kind of, and then the way your helmet is, like it keeps everything stationary, so you're not all, you
Yeah.
know, bobbleheaded
Like
while you're
some,
sleeping.
yeah.
So
Little turtleneck
funny,
action.
funny little hacks that you can learn about in the military.
Right. Yep.
So with
Yeah, I
bunking
remember
with,
being able to sleep anywhere,
go ahead.
man. Anywhere. I held bulk fuel when I was in, so we were sleeping on top of the tankers, empty or full, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
all
hanging out
good.
with those guys, Chris and Sammy and all those guys, which one's the craziest and the funniest ones to kind of hang out
Sammy's the
with that
craziest.
camaraderie?
Sammy's the craziest.
Sammy.
Yeah, he could
Sometimes
say
he don't seem
he could
like he
say
Bro,
seems
he
like
knows what at
Chris.
any time.
bro,
Hell
Sammy is
yeah.
No,
definitely
they're a good bunch of dudes. I, I I mean I still learn more about them as we go. They learn more about me as we go.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're good friends. They're good dudes. Um, they're dedicated and that's why I like them because they put the work in. Like they're not afraid to do the hard work.
Yeah, because some people can just show up at a show and say, "Hey, I have these shirts for sale, and this is what it is." But those guys,
yeah.
they
Sammy
really,
Sammy
you
can
know.
sell Christianity to a Muslim.
Yeah, I was telling him he can
Or-
sell ketchup popsicles to a lady with white gloves, and oh yeah, he's a pretty good guy. I got some stuff here. We're gonna do some collaborations and pairings and stuff here in the next 6 months or so. So
I think more people should do that stuff. You don't see it happen too often. I think the more you do it, uh, it's just more exposure for your names.
Yep.
yeah, yep, yeah. Sammy don't have any sunset stuff, so I'm gonna send him a sunset, combo, and then there's a couple of things that he's working with, like calico and pied stuff that I
Oh,
want to try to get
he's
into the
got
sunset.
he's got
So
he's the reason I have pied now. Originally, I didn't have any plans of getting pied, but now I have
mhm.
a het pied. We're starting off a little bit. I
Yeah,
have a het pied female. She's leopard too.
Yeah, I
A
still got to get
clown.
with Sammy. He's got a Gene X, uh,
Yeah,
Gene X yellow belly het pied male. I was
but
supposed to be getting from
I
him,
got
but
time to grow her up. I'm in no rush to get into pied right now, but I'll
yeah,
pick up a visual pied male to pair her to at some point. Obviously, he'll be clown or het clown or whatever. I don't know. I got to see what I can get my hands on at the time.
yeah.
But that's like a project that's in the background right now.
it'd be a nice little project to have right there. So you got a lot of clown and you work a lot of the cryptic stuff. So are you
Yeah.
ever crossing them over into each other at all?
Well, I have kryptons
Or you
too,
keep them
so I mean,
separate?
I don't. I mean, I'm gonna end up with kryptons because I have het cryptics and I have kryptons and stuff. Um, whatever comes out. Whatever's appealing to me, I keep, and the rest is up for grabs. But I'm more excited moving forward. I'm going to shift more of my desert ghost stuff and clown stuff together. Um, I want to start making desert ghost clown combos. Um, at Exantic eventually. Actually, next season
That'd be nice.
I should be set up next season for Desert Ghost Clown Exantics.
Ooh,
Those would be crazy.
that's gonna hit
Hmm.
nice if you hit one.
Yeah,
Jeez.
hopefully, because I have one of the females is a double het. She's a normal double het Desert Ghost Clown.
Yeah.
I have Exantic het clowns. I have Desert Ghost clowns. So I have all of the ingredients. And but those females should be they should be ready to go late this season, early next season. I know their weights are all up. I just don't
Yeah.
know. Waiting
Hey
for
Jay,
you know.
we got a question from the audience. Kristen wants to know: is Krypton and Cryptic the same?
Well, cryptic is its own gene, and clown is its own gene, but they're allelic. So when you breed them together, you get the visual representation, which is a krypton. So it's a double het, but
And then we got another one from John from Mission Morse. How many do you have? It sounds like you're playing it smarter than we did, being more selective. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I got from this vibe so far. Is like he's been very selective.
well,
Okay.
I don't want to be stuck with animals that I have to feed. So I have a limited amount of space. So I have to, the Libra scale. I got to keep everything balanced. Um, I do have additional space if all else fails. I always have a backup plan for everything that I'm doing and a backup plan to that. I don't want to
Yeah.
push it to where I have to outgrow the space that it's in now. Plus, I don't want to have an operation running out of two different rooms in the house because I do this in my house right now. um,
Same here, man.
down the line, I do plan on doing my own facility. But that's like a whole nother that's a whole nother head
Monster
fuck
in its
right there.
own.
What's that?
I said that's its own monster in itself, right?
Yeah, and that has a lot of variations and depending on this and depending on that.
Oh,
But I got a lot of things going on in the background. That's one of them.
yeah. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of all those things going on in the background, man. I got to
I
write stuff
have a
down.
lot going on in the background. I don't know how I keep track of it all.
Yeah. Well, you just don't do
I
your
have like
stuff. You help
little
others.
notes. I have like a little notepad. I'm constantly writing stuff down to remind myself.
Yeah. Where
So
did
I
you
had a
come up
couple of
with the name
questions,
Green
man.
Line?
Uh, I don't know.
Go.
So Blue Line Morphs is for the police, and I know Baker and
Yeah.
a couple of the guys that are with his group. I was a different name before this. I had a conversation with Chris like probably 2 years ago, and he convinced me to rebrand into something that was more wholesome. And I mean, because I was in the military, so green line represents the military, blue line represents the police. I think
Yeah.
yellow represents first responders. I can't remember. There's a whole bunch of them.
Okay. That's
Um,
kind of figured what you were getting at.
yeah. So that's where the name came from. The logo is kind of like, the Gatsby flag, the "Don't Tread on Me." I think that's what it is, right?
Yep.
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 Yeah. And then and she clown. It's actually one of the females one of the first females I got. So she's actually on the logo.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome, man.
And then whenever you do like your logos and stuff for like StreamYard, is there certain like editing things you like to like prefer over others, like CapCut, Canva, or different ones
So I
that
use
you?
Canva to make images.
Mhm.
Um, I use other like I'll take things from the internet and like crop pieces off. Like whatever I need, I could find it. Like I don't have any formal training with any of this stuff. I learned how to use Canva. I use that for like images, and I use CapCut for video editing. Um,
Right.
I just like a couple years ago, I just got on both those programs and just started messing around and talked to a couple people that have used it, and I just pick up intel that I could use, and I remember it, and I move out and draw fire with it.
Yeah, my
Just
wife, she
keep
does.
keep adding skills to my arsenal as I go. Like if it's something that I'm going to need, as part of my operation, and if I could
Mhm.
learn how to do it, why not? That's another skill in my pocket.
Yeah, yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, my wife
Well,
does
that-
most of our stuff. Tries to help me on my side, to help with Shawn and stuff like that. And sometimes she'll be trying to cut a video, and it's like, oh, it's perfect, and then like this little spot in there, she can't like get it cut out, and it just makes it frustrating. She'll
Oh,
stay up 3 or 4 hours trying to figure out how to get that out of there. And
believe me, I know.
so,
yeah, that's frustrating
Especially
when you're trying
learning
to
it
do it
through
right.
trial and error. Like you
yeah,
can get
that's what she's
lost.
doing.
You can get lost with time. How much time you put into things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's three
absolutely.
o'clock in the morning. Is it? Yeah, I just started at 10. 10 in night, and so
But the more you do it, the faster you go. It's kind of like muscle memory.
yeah.
Like the promo that I put up for you guys took me 5 minutes. I already had the template because I sent you guys a bunch back a couple months
Back
ago
in
or
the
whatever it
beginning.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, and it's also beneficial to me because I have like most of the people that I'm dealing with, I have their logos, I have things. So like I
Yep.
already have that in my arsenal. It's I have a folder with logos and stuff. So if I have to make something real quick, I don't have
yeah,
to ask anybody for their shit. Like, hey, send me your logo. I already have most of these people, that I'm working with.
Right. That
yeah. That's
makes it
kind of what we
easier.
do. Whenever we do the thumbnail, she'll just copy and paste and put the new one in for the
Yeah.
following week. When she started doing it, she had like, I think we're all booked all the way up to like January now, and she's got them all done. And so I mean,
Wow.
she's learning pretty quick on it all, so which is awesome.
Yeah, but just keep messing around with it, and you see an option, you don't know what it is, click on it, see what it is, learn how to use
Yep,
it, and maybe it's something you could use.
yep. You just never know what that little tool, extra tool in the tool bag can help you with.
Canva's pretty cool for that. And then now that AI is integrated into it, I don't use AI too much. I'm not a fan of it. I think it from like I guess from like a creative artistic point of view, it takes the integrity away from it.
Yeah.
So I don't use it too much. I'll use AI for like my captions for underneath my picture sometimes. But that's as far as I go using it.
Okay.
So you don't like AI too much.
Not a big fan of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I,
A lot,
I I
there's a lot of people
see
that
I see manipulative things that could be done with it.
Oh,
I,
dude, look,
I
there's
like
some
I
videos
like.
out there where I question things. I'm like, dude, is
Oh
that
yeah,
real?
yeah.
Like,
I
no,
like
no,
things to
there's
grow
a
more
glitch.
organically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Is there one gene you'd like to work with, like in a couple of years, that you don't see like now, right now? Like, what's a gene that you could see yourself working with in a couple of years?
Um. So recessive. I'm more of a recessive guy, and I have like 4 or 5 recessive, traits going on here.
Yeah,
Um. I do plan on adding paint at some point, and
paint.
that's yeah. I've been talking with Limey and Travis. Those are my 2 paint plugs. I don't know when I'm going to add them, but when I do add another one, I do know it's going to be paint.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously I'm going to intertwine that with all the other recessive genes that I'm working with. Xanthic paint and Ultramel paint and whatever I could think of, whatever
Oh,
whatever
the dog.
genes I have with whatever sex at the time,
Yeah.
and if I need something, then I got to go pick it up.
So, how many years you've been doing this now? You said about 5 years now.
For ball pythons, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the past, I kept retics. I kept carpet pythons, green tree pythons, Brazilian rainbow boas. I had a couple berms.
Bro, I tell people
Uh,
all the time I had a ball python in the barracks, bro, but like that was low maintenance and super, super small compared to a retic.
so I had a caiman. At first, I had a caiman, like a little dwarf caiman.
Oh wow.
He was when I got him, he was probably like a foot and a half long,
Yeah.
and that was first what I had, and I kept it in. It was a Animal Plastics T40, I think. Whatever fits underneath a bed. I can't remember the size of it. Um, but that was underneath the bunk, like it fit perfectly under there. I ran the heat, I ran lights, and I had like a tub, like a big, like under the bed tub, but it was big enough to fit. So he had like his water, and then the way I made my bed, I would just drape the comforter over the front of it. So if you came in the room, you didn't, the room is clean. So why would you think to move? So, my
Yeah,
superiors didn't think.
exactly.
I mean, they kind of knew, like, they live in the barracks, on
Something was
Friday
going
night when
on.
we're getting drunk and there's a caiman running down the fucking hallway chasing everybody.
As long as
They
you were getting
know
your
what's
shit
up.
done, I don't think a lot of them would really say too much, you know?
For me, it was there's a saying, do what your rank can handle. And I started off, as an E1, E2, E3. I moved my way up, but I always acted like I was an E5. Like when I was an E3, I just ran around like I was with the mindset that I was an E5. And my leadership that they told me to do that. So that's what shaped everything for me to move into the higher ranks and everything.
Yo, I had a squad leader tell me to act two ranks above the one you are now. Same mindset almost, man. But yeah, you hear that a lot in the military, man.
But I put a lot of work in when I was in the military. Like I did all the correspondence courses, like I was
Oh
I,
God.
I was maxed out before I went to the E5 board. Like I had
Damn.
max, I think 300 or whatever was the max
Shit.
points.
As an
Yeah.
88 Mike, just to get to the E5 board, you needed like 800 points to get promoted. Dude,
Yeah.
the correspondence courses suck.
But like when I get involved with stuff, I take it serious. So I don't fuck around,
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like, yeah,
If
for
there's a
sure.
goal, if there's a goal on my list, it's gonna get an X in that box. And that's
that's
how I
why
am.
he's
Like
on
I
the team.
purge things. Like once I complete it, it's an X in a box. It's off my list. It's out of my radar. I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Like in my mind, as I'm doing that goal, like towards the end of it, I'm already thinking about the beginning of the next. Like there's like no transition.
Yeah, no downtime, just keep moving on and,
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
I'd like to see what somebody's mind looks like that thinks like that and runs like that because there's not a
Even
lot of
even with
people
my
that can
even with my day
do
job,
that.
I'm like that. My boss is
Yeah,
like, he's like, I only asked you for this like 30 minutes ago, and you're already done with it. I'm like, yeah, like I just got to get
yeah.
it out
What
of the
do I
way
need
because
to
I
do?
have other things that I got to do.
Yeah. And what did you come out of E5, E6?
Oh, I got out as an E6, yeah, staff sergeant.
E6.
Yeah, I was
Where
E5.
where were you stationed?
Mostly out of Fort Drum, New York. It's
Fort
crazy
Drum.
because a,
Okay.
a good buddy of mine who came in after me, he wasn't one of my soldiers, but I seen him come up through the ranks. He just passed away, and he was a command sergeant major. I was like, holy shit.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Byers was a
shit.
fucking CSM.
Damn.
I mean, I still talk to a lot of those guys. Like my old sergeant major, like I've known him since he was, I think, a platoon sergeant. Um, I still talk to him. He tells me all the time, if you stayed in, you'd be command sergeant major right now.
What was
Um,
that usually 25 years? 20 between 22 and
yeah.
25 years?
Well,
Oh, at
by now
least.
I'd probably be at 30 years, but
Yeah.
you know, 10
Yeah.
years ago, that's what he was saying to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how long this guy that just passed away. I don't know how long he was a command sergeant major. I haven't looked at his record too deeply, but I looked at it briefly, and he did pretty good. He did pretty good for his military career. And it's
Yeah.
crazy because I seen him come as a private into my unit, and I spent probably 8 years alongside the guy. He was in a different platoon, but I do know him. He lived in the barracks with us. He was a good guy. It's just crazy to see that that was his path in the military where it went, and he did extremely well.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's some things I miss about the military, man. And some of that was stuff like that right there, where you're just like, holy shit, man. I remember that guy coming up when I was getting ready to leave. Now
Yep.
he's a first sergeant. Like one of my first team leaders, man, when I got out, one of my first team leaders, I started seeing stuff on Facebook because he started posting first sergeant. I was like, what? No way. Dude, yeah. It's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's the military is a cool experience, and it's what you make of it. And for me, I had great leadership. I had bad leadership too, but you take techniques and styles, and you adapt them to your own operation. So it's a building block. Like you could refine who you are by doing stuff like that. You
Yeah.
get perspectives from a lot of different angles from people in the military, because not everybody's the same. Everybody sees things from a different light and different angle.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
I
was your
Usually, I'm usually the one that goes with the unconventional approach. Like, where the hell did you think that was going to work? Well, it did.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure. What was your MOS, or for some people, what was your job in the military?
So when I got into the military, I went in as a 13 Bravo, which is an artilleryman. But because of the mission, at Fort Drum, the unit that I was in, we were selected to cross train as 13 Bravo and 13 Charlie, because going into Afghanistan, our primary weapon is a howitzer. And this isn't something you could pick up. This is something that you have to tow on the back. I was on light, so I was on the 119, or the smaller one. But there's no highways, there's no roads in Afghanistan, so we had to learn how to use mortars because it was more mobile. So
Mhm.
we got certified as 11 Bravos and 11 Charlies as well. So I guess essentially we were like a heavy infantry, but a light infantry. I don't know how you would classify
I
us,
don't
but
even know how you'd classify that, man. That's wild.
because 10th Mountain Division is a light infantry unit, and
Yeah.
we do everything light. Everything, the foundation, everything is based on light. We don't carry a lot of stuff around with us. You just got to be light. You got to be on the move. You got to be versatile.
Yeah, maybe on your feet.
And 10th Mountain Division is one of the most widely deployed, like rapidly deployed units. Like they could be, wheels up within 24 hours. Um, I know that they have stuff going on right now, and they're constantly, you know, shifting around.
Yeah, it is pretty wild how quick we could get around the globe, right?
Yep, yep. Oh, I've
Pretty
been
damn
around the world
fast.
3 times. 3 times. I
Yeah.
think I've been to like 33 different countries.
Holy
Oh
crap.
wow, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've only done a couple tours to Iraq and a cool ass tour in Germany, and I don't like going over the water.
I sleep most of the way.
Yeah, nope.
If I'm up in
I
the air,
tried
I'm,
that.
I'm
I
usually
tried that,
sleeping.
and then when you wake up and it's still water underneath you, you're like, "How long have I been asleep? Holy fuck! It's been 10 hours.
I
I've been sleeping
remember, I
10 hours."
remember, I remember we were in Kandahar, Afghanistan, which is down south. And for a Chinook, it's like a 3-hour flight to where we were going up north, close to the China border. I remember as soon as I buckled in, and I just went to sleep, and we were hovering up at the destination. We jumped out. I landed in snow. I was like, "Holy shit! I left the desert and I'm landing in snow right now."
That's wild. I seen it
Because we were
snow in
we were
Iraq
all the
like
way up north.
twice.
We were all the way up north in the snow-capped mountains.
Cool.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, the terrain
Were
up
you even
there is
ready for
rugged.
snow? I mean, you had to have at least known you
That
were
not
going.
that day I wasn't. So that was like a screwed up mission in its own, because we were told that's Operation Mountain Resolve, which is it's declassified. You can read about it now. I think there's a Wikipedia write up about it. It's not entirely correct though. There are some
Redacted statement.
deficiencies to that because I was there. I know. um, but yeah, you can read about it. They told us it was a 4-day long mission. That shit ended up being 28 days.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and
That's
it ran.
crazy.
Holy shit.
And it ran. So we packed for 4 days.
Yeah.
So we did have resupplies that weren't scheduled. Like we had to, everything was on the fly. So we did get at one point we did get water and MREs. We got ammo flown to us, but we never got extracted. Not on the fourth day we didn't. We was 28 days later, and I remember we got extracted on Thanksgiving because I remember going into the chow. Yo, we smelled so bad for 28 days.
Well, probably like a ripe ass
I
onion.
remember walking through the chow hall and like people were just avoiding us. Like we sat down and like everybody just got up and left.
Mm,
Like we were so dirty and grimy, we didn't care. We went straight to the chow hall.
Yep.
I can imagine. I know some
I
people.
know. Know exactly what this dude's talking
I didn't
about.
even take. I had my body armor on, like my plates and everything. I didn't even take that. I
Salty.
just sat down and
Salty.
I just started eating. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I grabbed. It was food. I just wanted it. I didn't care what it
Yep.
was.
Yep.
You were talking about
100%.
MREs. I know some people like has a favorite MRE. Is any of them your favorite?
Yeah. Chicken and salsa is my favorite. I think
Chicken
it's.
and salsa.
I can't remember what menu number it is.
Oh man, I'm a chili mac guy.
But chicken and salsa, I like it because you can take everything in that and you can combine. So you get jalapeno cheese sauce. You could dump that into the chicken and salsa. You get
That's
the
true.
Tabasco sauce. You could throw that in there. You
The
get a
little things
cracker.
at
You
the
could
back.
you could
Yeah.
crumple that up and throw that in there. Like combining it all into like a big stew, and it's spicy and it's hot and it's chicken. It's good. I like it.
You ever do the like that chocolate fudge powder and put it
Oh,
on your
Ranger pudding.
pound cake and maybe a little bit of peanut butter and just call it a day?
I've made Ranger pudding and I've used the Ranger pudding. If you change the consistency of water, you can make it into frosting to put onto the lemon poppy seed pound cake or the
Yep.
vanilla pound cake.
Yep. This stuff was delicious, man. Especially when you're trying to find something half-ass decent to eat.
If there's the way to make it good. I mean, it's like prison food mentality. Like you're gonna figure out a
Yeah.
way to make it good. If this is what you're living in is shit, we're gonna figure out a way to make it at least a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah. Find a way to do
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So all the countries you said you visited 33 countries. Is there one that really sticks out to you that you would like to go back and visit later? I mean, but not the war ones, but you know what I'm
I'd
saying? Like
say
the ones that you.
I had a lot of fun in Bulgaria, but I don't know if I'd want to go back because I could see a lot of trouble that I can get into there.
Yeah. Look, I can tell
Bulgaria,
by the look on your face, man. The grin says
I
everything,
I
bro.
spent 4 days in Bulgaria, and I think I spent 5 grand
Holy moly.
in 4 days.
Ooh.
We did a lot of partying. I don't believe I've seen an ugly girl in the whole country.
Oh yeah, Bulgaria's full of nice looking
Yeah,
people. Yeah. We don't
and
remember Bulgaria differently.
and when there's like 5 of us and we all got the same haircut and we're all pretty brolic, and I mean they know we're soldiers. What
Yeah.
the fuck was we? So for Bulgaria, that trip we stayed at the embassy for the 4 days. Um, it was already like pre-set up through the military. We stayed at the embassy. Uh,
Mhm.
they could tell, a group of guys come in with the same haircuts. They're all pretty jacked. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were good days. They were fun.
They were, I bet. I bet. Well, Jay, we're almost at the hour mark, man. I just wanted to say we really do appreciate you coming on the show tonight and giving us your time as you are a very busy man. Um, but if anybody doesn't know who you are, they're just meeting you for the first time tonight on the show, would you mind giving out a way for people to get a hold of you, man?
Mostly on Instagram. I do have a Facebook page. I have a YouTube page, but I use it mostly to watch all your guys' shows. Um,
And we appreciate
I don't really use Facebook too much, but I am on there. I cross post from Instagram, so Instagram is probably the best place to get me. There's Green Line Morphs at gmail.com. There's Morph Market. I'm on there. Um, I pop up here and there throughout different shows and stuff, so I could easily be reached.
Awesome, man.
what. Sorry, Sean, I didn't mean to cut you off. When do we expect the Deeds Not Words campaign to start back up? If you
That'll
don't mind me
start back
asking.
up in February.
February. Okay, that way we can
Yeah,
get that shared out and everything for you guys. And
yeah,
so,
we'll hit the ground running. We'll have everything pre set up. Yeah, Shauna, she's gonna put in some work this year.
yep,
Dude,
I hear you.
Shauna
Yeah,
freaking
sorry,
running.
Sean.
She's always behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, about getting a Deeds Not Word shirt. I didn't get to get one this year because of, funds and stuff, but have,
Oh, I don't think
everybody
we have
sign one.
any. I could give you a tank top if you want to wear a tank top. It's a women's tank top. There might be
Oh
some of those left.
yeah, I definitely get it, Mike. Wear it,
What I was gonna do
wear
with
it.
the shirt was sign it and pass it around to everybody, and then eventually auction it off to raise money for the Deeds Not Words campaign. That was my idea.
So
I
do
know
it this
there's other
next
people.
campaign.
Yep, that's
And
what I was
this
talking.
next
Yeah, that's what I
campaign,
want to do.
there might be two different shirts.
Okay,
We're still laying down planning for that, but there might be two shirts. One for military and one for first responders, law enforcement, fire, EMS,
okay.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
just that way we can try to
we're
raise,
still
help.
we're still tossing around the idea. But yeah, you could do it. And another thing, I'm going to talk to Chris about. I might leave the web shop up until December, so that way people could still buy shirts after the campaign is over, July 4th. I might leave the
Hmm.
web shop up so that shirts can still be purchased, and
Okay.
then whatever money comes after, we'll just use it for the next campaign.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea to have different people sign it and just kind of put it up somewhere or
We,
even.
me and Chris did that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Or Sammy. Well, we took their character and we had it blown up into like a picture, put in a frame. Me and Chris signed it. I don't remember who else signed it, but we did one for Rich and Sarah from HJS. They helped us a lot as well. Um, those characters are pretty cool. I think we're gonna see a lot more of those characters next season. A
Okay.
lot of people wanted their characters done up, so
Yeah.
like they're all like little marketing things. Like I know Kevin uses his on Instagram a lot. You could always use it. It's an extra logo. I have it as a second sticker.
Hmm.
Like I have like the background sticker. I took that all apart and I just reconstructed it with me, and then it has my name at the bottom. So there's a sticker out there like
Okay.
that.
Do you make your own stickers and like print them, or do you purchase your
So I
stickers?
design them myself, but I have a outside company that makes them for me. I go for
Okay.
different ones, stickers for you, Mule, whoever has the best deal at the time.
Okay.
I have the companies that I know. I have like 4 or 5 of them that I know are good products. So I just whichever out of the four has
Okay.
the best deal at the time. But I routinely buy that stuff, so I'm always stocked up on stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you so much, man, for your time and we really do appreciate you, man. You're welcome to come back anytime you want. We got a show every other Wednesday. It's just where we kind of sit around and kick the can around. And
Is that new? You just started that?
yeah, it's just we just started that what 3 or 4 shows into that now. So
Yeah. Three.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
cool.
The
you're
the
welcome
last one
So
was
anytime,
I
man.
appreciate you
Wednesday.
guys having me on, and thank you everybody that watched it live and whoever watches it on the replay. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag
If you
replay crew so we know who our replay crew is.
There you go. Yeah.
But Yeah, Jay, we're gonna put you backstage, man. We're gonna wrap up the show, and then we'll see you in a minute. Thank you.
All right, thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, well, that's about does it for us, man. Great show tonight, Mike. Thanks for
Yeah,
being
thanks,
an
Sean.
awesome co-host, man.
It took me a minute to get going with this headache, but once I got my little groove
Yeah,
going, it
yeah, I got you,
um,
dude.
we appreciate
Well,
everybody in the chats come out every week. You're hanging with us, and go
love
ahead, Sean.
everybody that comes out. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and commenting in the comments down below. It really does help us out, and we would really appreciate it. So, till next Saturday, guys. We'll see y'all. We're out.